an advisor to Fraser Anning, has quit after the Queensland Senator used the Nazi phrase "the final solution" in a controversial speech on Muslim immigration. Richard Mcgilvray resigned just hours after Australian Party Senator Anning delivered his first speech on Tuesday night. Mr. Mcgilvray, who managed the senator's legislative agenda in negotiations with key stakeholders, said he could not condone the views expressed in the speech. His reference to "the final solution" was not something I had seen, heard of, or discussed prior to his remarks last night, Mr. Mcgilvray posted to LinkedIn. As a consequence, within hours of Senator Anning's speech, I resigned my position effective immediately. Mr. Mcgilvray, a junior lawyer, who according to his LinkedIn profile has a thorough understanding of the legislative process, having advised on the Senate Select Committee, Senate estimates, and budget estimates. Around 1942, the Nazi leadership established a plan called the Final Solution to the Jewish Question, which led to the genocide of more than 6 million Jews in occupied Europe. Mr. Mcgilvray said he could not condone Senator Anning's views. Photo, LinkedIn. Mr. Anning has refused to apologize for his speech in the face of a united chorus of condemnation from politicians on the floors of both the upper and lower houses of Parliament Wednesday. Bob Katter, meanwhile, defended of his senator's magnificent speech with an extraordinary attack on Muslims. Mr. Katter told reporters on Wednesday that his Australian party, which counts Senator Anning as a member, was proudly anti-Muslim. "Get out of this country, you're not wanted here. This country will belong to Allahu Akbar," he said. "God would be ashamed if his name was used by these extremists, and there's no good people coming out from these countries. We can't afford to take the risks anymore," he went on. "Fraser is dead right. We do not want people coming in from the Middle East or North Africa unless they're the persecuted minorities. Why aren't you bringing in the Sikhs? Why aren't you bringing in the Christians? Why aren't you bringing in the Jews?" Watch Mr. Katter's attack on Muslims below. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull and Labour leader Bill Shorten gave passionate speeches in Parliament opposing Senator Anning on Wednesday. Mr. Turnbull said people who demonize Muslims because of the crimes of a tiny minority will only help terrorists. "The days of the White Australia policy are long, long ago." Mr. Shorten moved a unanimously passed motion in Parliament praising the whole government for beginning the dismantling of the White Australia policy in 1966, with AAP